All right, temperatures are rising. The sun is out. It's time to jump in that pool. It's time to go for a long car ride to a vacation hideaway. But before you do that, or in between doing that, I know you're probably looking for that perfect video game to play this summer. So first up on the list is Pokemon Generation 3, Pokemon's Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Now, this game is perfect for summertime. I just got to start off with that in that it's set in a tropical climate. There's a ton of water in the game, and your character has like white sun-bleached hair. It's awesome. Not only that, but Gen 3 is an interesting time in Pokemon where they were trying to do sort of a soft reboot, and it's just before the physical special split as well, which causes you to play the game differently, different strategies, build your team differently, which personally I really like. It's kind of a breath of fresh air if you've been playing a lot of the new stuff. Not only that, but we did get some of the newer features in the games like natures and abilities, which really help it stand out from the previous two generations. Now let me tell you, this really is a great summer game. I mean, I have so many memories personally of like jumping out of the pool on a nice hot summer day and jumping onto my GameCube. I had the Game Boy player and popping in some Pokemon Emerald or Ruby and just having a good old time. Not only that, but like this is the generation where my brother was still playing and his friends and some of my friends, and we were all trading, and at some point we got the cheating devices. It was just an overall good time. I also want to point out, if you have a strong personal connection similar to like I do, you may want to go and try to catch them all. I mean, this generation is manageable. There's 386 Pokemon in this National Dex, and it's fairly manageable. If you have you're gonna have to buy Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green along with XD and Coliseum to make it easier on you to catch them all, but certainly manageable, certainly possible, and that's one of my personal goals this summer. All right, so next on the list is a game that has been on my backlog personally since it came out, and that is Kena Bridge of Spirits. Let me tell you, this is just a absolutely beautiful game. It's on PS5 and Steam right now, and it looks like it's coming to Xbox as it was just rated. And I highly recommend it. I've only played a couple hours, or about 4 or 5 hours so far, and let me tell you, I really enjoy some nice, smooth, beautiful graphics. It's very lush, very green, giving off that summer vibe. It really reminds me of going out on a hike on a nice summer day. When it comes to the combat and the gameplay itself, I gotta say, very solid. You can upgrade your character, you can change difficulty level to whatever you want if you want a good challenge, and that's personally really important to me. There's also a ton to explore, and it doesn't feel necessary. A lot of it's cosmetic stuff that you will find out when you explore, but there's also other things that do help you in your combat if you did choose a harder difficulty. So it's nice to have the option to explore if you'd like, or just go through the story and just have a good old time. Alright, so here's a bit of a classic from the Super Nintendo. Gotta love the 16-bit era. This one is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Now let me begin by saying that this is not an easy game. It is not for the faint-hearted. It's going to take repetition. It's going to take a lot of deaths. It's going to take a lot of learning. You know, one thing I like to do when it comes to these old games is go, usually I'm not going to have the manual, so I'll go online, try to find the original manual, and just give it a good read, because I promise you, 9 times out of 10, that's going to help you a lot more than you think. And having that on hand too will also help you. There's some things that the game just isn't going to tell you on these older games, because there's little to no, tutorial at all. So just a bit of a tip there. But I mean, this game is pretty sweet. I would say it almost fits into more of an autumn vibe. But I've been playing this recently. I recently whipped out the Super Nintendo Classic, and that's how I've been playing this recently. And I gotta say, it's been a good joy. I love these old games. I love a good challenge. It's gonna take some time. Don't be afraid to use like the save states if you need to until you learn the game. Because basically, my goal is to learn the game by using the save states and then play through the whole thing without the need of save states. And I definitely recommend this one, or maybe another old game from the Super Nintendo you could give a try as well. Alright, so next up I have 3 classic GameCube titles that if you haven't jumped into before, now is definitely the time. Or if you have played them before, it's always nice to revisit them, and that is Mario Sunshine, Zelda Wind Waker, and Pikmin. And starting off with Super Mario Sunshine, it says it all in the title. It's sunny, there's a lot of water, you're having a good time, there's a lot of good music, the platforming is amazing. Totally recommend this game this summer. Next up is Zelda Wind Waker, another one that just, there's water everywhere. The whole name of the game is to just sail and explore and find treasure. I mean, I absolutely love Wind Waker. Not only that, but as I was going back to record some of this footage, I immediately got enveloped in the game. I mean, it just drips with personality, like the way Link's eyes dart around, the way the characters interact. It's absolutely phenomenal and a timeless journey, and God, can't recommend that one enough. And then last but not least is Pikmin. Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2, Pikmin 3, it really doesn't matter. I'm kind of shooting for the GameCube ones though, so like Pikmin 1 is just an absolute classic. Pikmin 2 just totally redoes the whole thing and makes it so much better. And from there we got Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 4, and if you have yet to play Pikmin 4, I mean that one's not even a year old at this point, and just an absolute banger of a game. And if you go and you play that one first here on the Switch, it's going to make you want to go back to the first three. Alright, so I hope this gave you some ideas of what to play this summer. Be on the lookout. I'm going to create another list here soon of some more good games to play. Thanks for watching.